Hello, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. I am misunderstood, and if you are new here, welcome, hopefully welcome to the family. If you are coming back for another video, thank you for coming back. I appreciate it, and hopefully you like the content that I put out there for you guys. So today's video is my top 3 tips, essentials, advice for people who are either starting graduate school or master's program, or who are thinking about starting a master's program. So my first tip is to absolutely know in your heart that you are passionate about the program that you are applying for. And why I say that is it is 1,000 times harder than undergrad or a bachelor's degree ever was. Like, if I remember correctly, it was in undergrad, it was like, oh yeah, you're attracted for this link, and then we'll talk about it, and then write a paper at the end of the semester to take a test. That is not the case with graduate school. So not the case. For every class, it's 2 or 3 chapters a week, or 20 to 30 page articles a week. It really depends on the class. But this is not for the people who don't love school. Like, I had never been a fan of school. And I think education is important 100%. But I've never been like, yay, school. Like, I've never loved homework. I've never loved test taking and offer tests. Like, oh god. Just not a big school person. But I think that I did my undergrad was to, I think, like, it was ingrained in us throughout school, and especially in my family, that you need to go to college to get a good job, to like have the life that you want to live. So that's why I did my undergrad. It's like, well, this is what I need to become an adult. And I'll talk about my undergrad in another video. What made me apply for my master's program was I had like a year and a half gap between my undergrad and my master's program, where I was applying for all of those jobs in my undergrad field, and I was getting, I was applying for like probably, or I am not exaggerating, probably 100 jobs a week. And so that's probably, I probably applied for like more than 1,000 jobs. And I only heard back from like 6. And it's because of discrimination this is why I am in my master's program. So a lot of reflection happened in that year and a half, and I realized that one of my biggest passions in life is disability advocacy, because yes, the system has gotten a lot better for us, but there is so much more to go. Like, I can give a relevant example. So I'm making this YouTube video. I got closed captioning on it to make it as accessible as possible. And so I'm a vision person. I just want to tell someone to do it. So I did that. I sent it in to one of those service websites, and I was like, okay, they're going to send it back. And I looked at my account, and it was like, canceled. And I was like, what? It was canceled? And then I saw the message that went along with it, and it was like, several of our transcribers tried to do this, but they weren't successful. And what the underlying message was because of my speech impairment, no one could understand me, and because of that, I didn't get the closed captioning service that I bought. Now, I did get a refund, so good on them, but it's just another obstacle. And that's how it is for people with disabilities. Whether it's a mental health disability, whether it's a cognitive disability, or whether it's a physical disability, there's always going to be that another hoop that we have to jump through. It never ends. And what I want to do, hopefully with this channel, and definitely with my master's degree, is I hopefully want to make those obstacles less and less, and make the playing field a lot more even for us who have disabilities. So know the purpose, know what really interests you and drives you, and if you love the undergrad degree and want to go further, that's what you should do. If you found a new passion like I did, and I'm like, man, I really need a master's to succeed in this field, then you should definitely do that. Number 2, organization. Organization is so big. It's so big. I was like, oh, then we're going to put schedule, a routine, a calendar, and all of this fall under is organization. So what I do that really helps is I go through all of my syllabi. Is that the plural for syllabus? Syllabi, for my semester, and I take out my calendar on my phone, my pretend phone, and I put in all of the assignments that I do. So then I'm getting weekly updates on my phone telling me, okay, this is due, we have an online discussion due, we have a presentation due, we have a quiz to take. So organization is huge. Another factor that goes under organization is routine. So I've started off this semester by linking up sometimes I wake up at 7:15. Today I have to wake up at 6:15. But like, I wake up, I immediately do a little exercise routine that I came up with by myself. If you want to see that, drop a comment. And I'll do my exercise routine for you guys. I am not a fitness expert by any means, but hey, you could always use some more exercise tips in my life, and hopefully, I can provide that for you. So after my exercise routine, I do meditation. And so what I did on Wednesday was I just looked up a fast little meditation on YouTube. And I did that on Thursday as well. And then today I looked up one on Spotify, which is really helpful. And I think I'm pretty sure iTunes has them, and the Apple Podcasts have them. Like, I don't use the Apple, like, I have an iPhone, but I don't use the Apple products, oddly enough. But yes. So, routine is very important. So when I'm done with my meditation, then I start my part-time job, which is at the disability center, but I'm working remotely. So I do my job up until I have class, and I have 2 classes online and 2 classes in person. So that's my day, and then when I get home, I'm usually tired, so I like to lie down for the night. Like, both of my, no, that's a lie. One of my in-person classes goes until 5 p.m. And so when I have a class like that, I get home about 6, and when it goes that long, I know that I'm not going to be up for doing a lot more with school. So what I do is I either do a little assignment, or I do it before again. So routine is super important. Like, I can't stress that enough. On the weekends is when I do my homework. Like, on the weekends, I read for all of my classes, and I do the little assignments, and if I have like a paper, I blank that up over the weekend too. So like, the weekend is when I do the majority of my work. Yeah. So that's number 2. Number 3 is making connections in the program. That is so crucial. Whether that's with the advisor, whether that's with the professors, whether that's with the people in the program. For me, I have all of those. I'm so blessed. I am in the best program that I could be in. Like, I have amazing, understanding professors who just want me to succeed. My advisor is super helpful in anything that I want to do after this, who wants to help me plan as much as he can, and I'm so thankful for that. And my cohort, which is all of the people in my program in my area, they all rely on each other, and they remind each other about due dates, and we had study groups, and they're literally just the best people on the planet. I cannot say enough good things about them. So make those connections, and people say networking, but I don't think that is. And that's very funny to me, and I feel like connections is a better word because it feels more personal and more deep, and that's exactly what you want, because you know with those connections you can ask for help, or you can vent to them, or whatever it is, and those connections are so important. And then last, but certainly not least, is self-care. I cannot stress that enough. Self-care, people. What that means for me is even all through meals, even throughout the day, I'm doing that, I'm so bad, I skip meals so easily, and just oh, I should have had breakfast 4 hours ago. Yeah. So, even proper meals and having healthy snacks throughout the day is super important. For me personally, this might not be for everyone, but for me, I talked about exercise. Exercise just makes me feel physically strong. Yeah. And when I feel physically strong, I feel mentally strong. Like I can do anything. Self-care also means taking time to spend time with loved ones. Whether that's friends, whether that's family, whether that's your partner, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever that is to me, take that time. Because self-care helps me rejuvenate and stay at a level that stabilizes me. You know, I think this nurses program is a lot to juggle, and having that stabilizer of self-care is number one. It really is number one. So those are the 4 essentials, tips, advice, I don't know, that I did not call them, about starting a grad program, doing a grad student, like I am, and all of that. It's not me to do more videos on graduate school or my program. Link this video, comment below guys. I really want to interact with all of y'all, and so comment below. And I will see you in the next one. Yeah. Bye. Love you guys.